Have you ever wondered how to truly hold on to power? What if the secret wasn't about being good, but about appearing to be good? Niccolo Machiavelli, a man whose name has become synonymous with cunning and ruthless ambition, offered a chillingly pragmatic answer to this very question. He once wrote, "Men are so simple and so ready to obey present necessities that one who deceives will always find those who allow themselves to be deceived." This single sentence captures the core of his revolutionary and often disturbing political philosophy. It suggests that human nature is not something to be elevated, but something to be manipulated. For Machiavelli, the world of politics was a brutal stage, and the most successful actors were those who understood the art of illusion. Machiavelli argued that for a ruler, the appearance of virtue is far more potent than the actual possession of it. In his seminal work, The Prince, he advises that a leader should seem merciful, faithful, humane, religious, and upright. However, he must be mentally prepared to act in the complete opposite manner when necessity dictates. To maintain the state, a prince is often forced to act contrary to faith, charity, and humanity. The public sees the results, the glorious victories and the stable kingdom, but few can perceive the morally ambiguous methods used to achieve them. The common people are captivated by appearances and outcomes. Therefore, a leader who can master the craft of public perception, who can project an image of strength and integrity regardless of the reality, will secure their position and command the loyalty of the masses. This is not a call for gratuitous cruelty, but a cold calculation. A ruler's personal morality must be secondary to the security and prosperity of the state. The stability of the state was Machiavelli's ultimate goal, the end that justified nearly any means. A prince must be willing to be both a fox to recognize snares and a lion to frighten wolves. This dual nature, the ability to be cunning and ruthless, is essential for navigating the treacherous landscape of power. If a leader's actions, however harsh, lead to a unified and secure state, the people will ultimately judge them as glorious and praiseworthy. In this stark worldview, a leader's reputation is not just a part of their power, it is their greatest and most indispensable weapon. It is the shield that deflects criticism and the banner that rallies support. Machiavelli's enduring legacy is this unsettling truth. In the game of power, perception is reality, and the leader who controls their image controls everything. History, he would argue, is not written by the good, but by the victorious. In the complex arena of leadership, where power is a double-edged sword, Niccolo Machiavelli offered a timeless piece of advice that has echoed through the corridors of power for centuries. He argued that a truly effective ruler must embody the dual nature of two distinct animals, the lion and the fox. This striking metaphor, drawn from his seminal work, The Prince, suggests that leadership is not a one-dimensional trait, but a sophisticated blend of contrasting qualities. To merely possess brute force or sheer intellect is insufficient. A leader must learn to be both beast and strategist, navigating the treacherous landscape of governance with a unique combination of might and mind. This concept challenges the conventional notions of virtuous leadership, proposing a more pragmatic and at times ruthless path to maintaining authority and ensuring the stability of the state. The core of Machiavelli's argument lies in the inherent weaknesses of each animal when considered alone. The lion, a symbol of immense strength and courage, is majestic and formidable. It can easily overpower its enemies and fend off direct threats, instilling fear and commanding respect through its sheer physical presence. However, this raw power comes with a critical blind spot. The lion, in its straightforward and forceful approach, is incapable of recognizing subtle dangers. It is prone to falling into traps and snares, its strength rendered useless against the hidden machinations of cleverer, less powerful adversaries. It lacks the foresight and discernment needed to navigate the intricate webs of political intrigue. On the other hand, we have the fox, the epitome of cunning, wit, and strategic thinking. The fox is not strong enough to confront a pack of wolves head-on, but its cleverness allows it to survive where the lion would fail. It is adept at recognizing traps, sniffing out deception, and using its intelligence to outmaneuver its foes. The fox understands the art of subterfuge and the importance of anticipating threats before they materialize. Yet for all its cleverness, the fox is vulnerable. Its lack of physical strength means it cannot defend itself against direct, overwhelming force. When confronted by the wolves, the brute force of open aggression, the fox's cunning alone is not enough to save it. Therefore, a leader who is only a fox will eventually be crushed by those who wield greater power. From this analysis, Machiavelli draws his powerful conclusion: a ruler must be both. A leader must possess the lion's strength to intimidate opponents, enforce laws, and protect the state from external aggression. This strength provides the necessary foundation of authority, ensuring that the ruler's commands are obeyed and that their position is not easily challenged. Simultaneously, the ruler must adopt the fox's cunning to navigate the complex world of diplomacy, espionage, and internal politics. This intelligence allows the leader to identify conspiracies, avoid political traps, and use strategic deception when necessary to preserve their rule and the well-being of the state. It is this delicate, ever-shifting balance between ferocity and foresight, between being feared and being shrewd, that is essential not just for success, but for political survival itself. How much of your life is ruled by skill, and how much by pure luck? For the Renaissance thinker Niccolò Machiavelli, this was the central question of politics. He proposed two key concepts: virtù, representing a leader's skill, cunning, and agency, and fortuna, the unpredictable force of luck or fate. Machiavelli believed fortune governs half of our actions, but virtù can control the other half. He likened fortuna to a raging river, capable of destroying everything in its path. In peaceful times, however, a leader with virtù can build dikes and dams, preparing for the inevitable chaos. By using foresight and strategic planning, a wise ruler can anticipate and manage misfortune, channeling the river's destructive power. Ultimately, Machiavelli argued that while fortuna is a powerful, untamed force, a truly great leader can seize control. By being audacious, adaptable, and willing to act decisively, a ruler with exceptional virtù can master fortune and shape their own destiny.